Dude, the duel.
Yes. Did you go back? They make a Buster too. I don't. If you go back
dude,
on their
I did see
page,
the Buster.
Buster looks badass.
It does look badass.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh yeah. They're like my like those are like the suits that I like from. Like
yeah.
Like.
See, I'll tell you what. Everything I've built from Seed has been a great kit. Like I've built the Duel, the Buster, and the Blitz, and the Justice. That sounds
That's
about
because
right.
It's because you haven't built an Astray yet.
I did. I built the blue frame Astray. I like the Astray. I thought it was a fun build.
You can hang out with Z.
I think it was a fun build, like, especially the legs. The legs were really cool to build, like just because of all those like shifting parts when you bend them.
Sure. The
I don't know about painting.
veneers.
Like I don't know if painting is going to be a fun thing. Like unless you're going to paint it blue, because I just like if you're going to paint it the factory colors, but if not, like you can't ever move the thing. Like you just put it in a pose when you paint it, because the minute you go like that and you just start chipping all the paint off of it.
Oh, dude, yeah. There's a lot of that. Interference. Yeah, totally. I think I also like the part of the reason is because the Astray, which is it's beautifully detailed. Like every part on the Astray is detailed inside and out. It's ridiculous.
Right.
At least the one that I built, the Red Kai, and it's the whole squad is in there in the chat. What's up, Four Horsemen?
Come on, guys.
But yeah, I pan-aligned every part inside and out.
That's like takes as much time to panel on that kit as it does to paint it.
It was not. It looked good, but I mean, none of it's ever going to be visible. And then I think I broke it when I was trying to like get it to stand up. So.
Yeah, but all the rest of the seed, like the more, I guess the seed kits from the actual show, all the ones I built have been really, really good kits. Like I don't think I've been unhappy with any of them. The Justice was probably one of my favorite master grades. I have to build the Freedom. They're like kind of sistery suits, like or a lot of the insides are pretty much the same.
Is this the Freedom? Or is this the Strike?
That is like the Build Strike or something like that. That's
from SD, something SD Strike.
I've heard from quite a few people that the Strike, the RM, which is the remastered Strike, is a really, really nice kit too. I have it. I just haven't touched it.
That's impressive that this whole kit just literally fell apart when I was trying to put it back on the wall. That is absolutely insane. Hooray!
Or they're saying that's the Destiny.
The Destiny. There you go. See, I don't know this shit. I just buy kits if they look cool sometimes.
Do I have a Destiny? I feel like it don't look like that. Do I have a Destiny? I don't have a fucking Destiny.
Hey,
what am I doing with my life? I don't have a Master Grade Destiny.
All right, now that we get the moon chitter chatter, and I'm going to do this thing like this and say, hey, everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the show. A little bit of pre-roll there talking about some amazing seed kits, because if you don't follow Dream Studio K on IG, go follow Dream Studio K on IG. They're showing off some really dope resin stuff that's out there right now for some seed kits. Check it out. Anyways, my name is Brian. This is the KotoKai Robo-Dojo. We're building dope-ass resin DOMs for Master Grade this time. I'm with my main squeeze, Paul.
What's going on, everyone? Good evening.
And we're here building cool shit, so we're gonna work on this amazing model. I did not do anything that I said that I was gonna do last stream, and I'm right now making the little mods for.
That's what you were talking about. Gotcha.
Yeah, because I said that
you didn't do anything, and I was like, what the hell did you say you were?
Yeah, because I said that I was gonna change them to be this because the other ones fit just fine. So that's what I'm doing very much right now. Just getting going on that, and tonight we're gonna work on the upper torso, right?
Yeah, the chest, the chesticle,
chesticles, a little chesticle action.
I think this is the first parts where we really have to modify anything too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they call me. That's my Greek philosopher name, Chesticles.
Chesticles.
Watch out for my gesticulation.
I don't know.
That was really bad. I'm sorry. Right, that's the head.
Wait.
This, I think, is just arms. There's a lot of parts for the arms. Like the shoulders and then the arm.
Yeah. And when the arm has some frame pieces that I don't think anywhere else has really touched the frame.
This is where it gets weird, dudes. Here, let me do this right here. Let's do this. Bingo, bango. Babala da da da. Ba-dow. Hey, I tricked you. How did I trick you, Z? Tech says she ain't streaming tonight. Well, that's all right. I'm fucking exhausted, so we're just doing a normal stream anyway.
The MG Destiny Extreme Blast. It comes with the Wings of Light. Oh, wait a minute. I have a Destiny somewhere. No. Where the hell is this fucking thing? I have a third-party Destiny.
Aha.
Maybe? I might be lying to you. I don't remember now.
I believe you. Okay.
I feel like I bought that. But now I don't see the box for it.
I got to do this. I got to do... Oh, they finally put Restart up. Man, that took a long time for that to roll. What in case anybody was watching this stream, I
think I do have the Dragon Momoko Destiny now. And I think I have the orange one. What is that? The Heine edition?
The other Momoko? Tight.
I think I'm gonna have to look through boxes later because I feel like I got one of those and it's like not. It's one, now that when they do come out with stuff, they don't put anything on the box. It's plain white.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I really had that or if I thought I bought it and I didn't.
Yo, Ongawa is absolutely right. Whoever that dude was outside, there's lots of those assholes in my neighborhood, and during the summer in Brooklyn, it is atrocious.
Oh, with the dirt bikes.
Yeah. At least we haven't had any flights of bumblebees going by. They'll like click up in like a little group of middle schoolers and ride their motorcycles around without helmets on and without gloves on or out proper footwear and just be assholes. That's what happens. Kids gonna be kids.
I live in South Florida. You don't have to tell me about assholes.
You got the assholes. Oh, the assholes that you've got. We've got the biggest assholes of them all. But how did I do? Did I F it up? I'm making these weird little like Chevrolet logos. I'll do this so I don't send it rocketing across the room. Yeah, see, making these little Chevy logos. Get it to focus on it. Here. Oh, back to my hand. Yeah, these little weird things. And there's like a tiny little, will it focus? There you go. It's a tiny little cutaway on the bottom of that part. I am so surprised I didn't shoot that. Yes, that's a win. Because inside these, there's, get it under camera, because there's these little like tabos on the inside, and they are slightly proud of this lower disc. So what I'm doing is I'm allowing for the part to fit over that. It completely obscures it when it's glued or when we glued in place, but I'm still allowing for it. I guess I could just go in there with a chisel and cut it out, but sometimes you got to be difficult.
But he'll allow it. That took a long time to take the chest apart.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet. It's just sitting here. So I was waiting for you to do it.
Tiny pegs. I don't remember putting it together. These pegs are tiny. Like, it's got those little, like, where when things sandwich together, one side's a male, one side's a female.
Mm-hmm.
They're tiny. I
can't remember when I put this down together. If it was this year or if it was last year, but it was, it was long enough ago that I do not remember either. I
didn't break anything, though, so
thank you for the warning. I have broken things on this already since I started messing with it. Let's see what you got.
John Travolta. Also, a major asshole con artist lives in Florida. Just one? I think I know what you're talking about. I don't think he's a permanent resident here, though. I don't know. I think he's still
he is.
Technically a New Yorker.
No, he is not. He had changed his residency
to South Florida.
Yep.
So
when I think of that con artist, I think of this color for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, somewhere in this range.
A little bit of that.
Yeah. Like Cheetos.
Totally. And I don't have any cheap gold, so sorry.
So he's on the island of Palm Beach, which is like renowned for rich people.
Hey, Brandon.
And they don't particularly care for him there, which is quite ironic.
No, I think it's kind of the.
Well, he's too like they're very like they're all old money, you know. They're like they don't want.
Oh yeah.
Anyone.
Gotcha. They don't want his fucking bullshit fake money in there.
Yeah, they just don't want anyone like making too much noise. You know, they're like stay to yourself kind of people.
Yeah, yeah, that kind of conservative.
Yeah, quietly racist.
Yeah, exactly. Just gonna stay over here.
You know, the old kind. So, I actually live in Palm Beach County. I don't live on Palm Beach. So there's a town of Palm Beach, which is the rich people. Palm Beach County is the entire county, which is quite large. It's huge.
Yeah, I think Kyle used to live somewhat near where you live, didn't he?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't remember.
One of them lived. I think in Lake Worth, someone lived, and then another might have lived lives down there like too, real close to me. Like, oh yeah, I'm in Boynton Beach, Kyle. That's right. Kyle was from Boynton Beach.
Yeah.
Someone still lives. They live in like Lake Worth. Who was it?
Edward, right?
Edward lives in Lake Worth. Yes. Or somewhere around there, Green Acres or something.
Oh, man, you all can't see me. I'm just like doing nothing here. You can look at my dope Tatooine shirt. At least you can see the title of my dope Tatooine shirt. Realize I'm just working over here without showing you guys anything. It's a dick move. So for those of you that caught the live stream on Tuesday where we started watching this old Dragon Ball Z movie from 1989 or whatever, it was really, really bizarre and foreign. And what was it? Dubbed in English, subbed in Spanish, and on YouTube. And the stream got booted because of it. That stream is still available to watch, so you can go and watch it, as well as the restart stream where we were just having a good time after that. So.
Oh, did you get like actually booted live?
I did. I got booted live. Well, I think it was because they didn't. It's like a bot thing, and then they went back and looked at it because it was up right away. So they must have just like checked it real quick and were like, "Oh yeah, oops, algorithm got you."
Bad,
we were just joking around and talking over it. It was like, not even the full screen at all or anything. We were all on screen, so there was no reason for them to do that. I think I fucked them up, those dudes.
Okay, what do we got here?
How's it going, guinea pig?
I'm just figuring out where I need to cut this crap.
Yeah, I know. I should be doing it too, but I was too busy doing these. All right, I'm there. I can glue these together, and then I'm done. I'm enjoying it. Of course, I don't have them handy. They've got to be in the box. They're in the box. Crap. All right. That was a great stream. I'm not going to lie. It was so hilarious.
It's a little narrow.
Oh wait, no, that's not. Is it? No, that's.
So it looks like this. It's like this piece right here. You guys can even see that. Maybe.
Aha.
This little section right here has to get cut, and this whole back piece, all this raised piece, and I think the kind of same idea on that side has to get cut. The directions could not be any smaller. I guess they could be smaller, but
they are painfully small.
Yeah, like if they just made the directions this whole sheet of paper, it would be significantly easier to figure out what the hell is going on.
Conservation of mass? I don't know. That's not right. So Ongawa says, isn't Not So Average Builder USGA partner? Yeah, I thought he was. I don't know what's going on. He says he's confused. I don't know what's confused. Workbench. Cool, Brandon. What up, Brandon? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I see who they're talking about. They're talking about somebody different. They weren't talking about Captain Cheeto. But that guy's still a buster. Straight up.
What's up, Greg?
I'm just going to glue these little SOBs in place. I'm going to make me some fancy. And then I'll talk about it in a second so you guys know, those of you that are just tuning in right now, how y'all doing? This is KotoKai Robo-Dojo Dom building. No more subs. We're Doms. That's just weird. I have never not been weird. There you go. I assure you, my friends, that I will always stay weird. It is in my nature. It is in my genetic code.
What we got here?
Well, that one's going to need some filling because it kind of looks poo-face, but I think I'll be all right.
What have we here? Okay.
All right. Whoa. Oh, here we go. Thanks, Kyle. Just in case you guys were curious, you can pick up your fine robot model kits and a bunch of other tools, plus a bunch of other new kits, because they're, I believe, getting some other fancy shit in. They're starting to get some other car models and some other cool stuff down there with our good friends down at USA Gundam Store. You can use many discount codes to get a simple 10% off. Show some love to your favorite builder. You can use my code, BroBuilder10. You can use Z's code, that's Ronin 10. You can use Julio's, which is like it's Clip and Nubs 10. There is a Team Awful discount you can get, I believe. I don't remember what else is going on. There's a Gundam Builders Association, GBA, of course. Mr. Aurelius, he's got a code. Show some love to your favorite builder. Don't be shy. We love you as much as you love us. These are okay, all right. With a little bit of paint, they'll look real snazzy.
It's got the. I'm messing with the backpack right now just because I don't feel like cutting this thing apart just yet.
Oh yeah, no, I'll get up in there and take a look under the hood.
But you got these little pieces going. The backpack, it's pretty cool. Like little. Thruster insert deals, like just to give some detail in there. Can't tell. Flat that needs to be.
That'll do. That'll do. Pig. That'll do.
Little Babe reference there.
Yes, that was a Babe reference.
Car models, you said?
Yeah, I think they're getting a bunch of like Tamiya models and stuff like that. I think it's like I heard that on one of his interviews with Zach on a Thursday morning.
They're probably doing the initial D cars.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're getting some.
I think those are Tamiya.
Yo, speaking of awesome initial D models, my good man Gunpla Ronin Z Sean whooped out a really nice rendition of a fucking dope ass initial D model. The RX, y'all. Mother, you mother Chinese. It's like one of my favorite fake swear words for like your TBS Sunday morning movies when they like show the violent movies, but they dub out the
Love when they play Scarface. Like, how do you watch this movie?
The best spoof version of that is Mr. Show. They did a a fake one called Pallies. And it was like, a take on like Goodfellas or any of those mob movies.
Mm-hmm.
They called him Johnny one time because he only said things one time. This suit stinks. What'd you say, Johnny? All right, so this is pretty decent. This is what it did. I made that. Ta-da! What do we got up here in the comments? Hey, Jay Santos was popping. Yo, you came to the right spot. Look at that wagon. Just look at that wagon. All that junk up in that trunk. All right. Now, I went ahead and I glued my lower torso together because there isn't anything going on with that. The frame doesn't ever get seen. And I was tired of it popping apart. So this guy here is glued together, and I wrapped it a couple of times with some 1/4-inch masking tape just so that it stays together while it cures. Hooray.
And you got no seams anymore, or they're all tight?
Yeah, I got the seams all tight, and everything's compressed with the tape. And then I glued the chest puck on as well.
Oh, the hatch deal?
Yeah, the hatch detail.
Hatch. Loosely.
Yeah, because it doesn't do anything.
The death hatch, the sealed forever goodbye.
Yeah. This just says that it's All right, thrusters. This is all backpack. Cool. Good. These are the upper shoulders. Right. We have. Look at these little Funkos. What are you guys? That's that detail. That goes inside? Why the fuck would you do that?
What are you talking about? Are you talking about those little things? That's what I'm working on now. I just got done with those. These little, they're like the housing to the thruster.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, like you see there's a peg on it. That's what the thruster connects to.
Great. They did an absolute garbage job of illustrating that.
See there, that's how I'm guessing they stick in the bottom of the backpack like that.
I wonder if that's like.
I can't tell which way they orient though, like based on the picture. So
wait, the backpack or what? Oh, the part.
No, like those little pieces. Like, do they?
I assume it looks.
I think the forward-facing tab goes opposite of the large bot. I don't know if they like.
Yeah, I think it's on the outside.
Yeah, like that's the tab up at the top, kind of like sandwiches around the thruster. That's how
that is what I was seeing as well.
But what a pain in the ass, because I kind of want to paint those a different color and then glue them in.
Masking.
Nah, I'll just glue them in after, I think, because it'll be easier to. I think like it should be easy to just pop them in there. I don't think that'll be that big of a deal.
I suppose they would look good in like a nice metallic or like a dark gray.
Yeah, like I'll probably do the thrusters in like a metallic-y color, which they put the fucking gate like on the detail, of course.
Of course. Shit, I just noticed that as well. Son of a gun. How does that pop in there? Oh yeah, mine are a little chonko, but they're not bad. Yeah, that's pretty nice. That'll look good in there.
Yep. Yeah, that's how the orientation I have. I have like a little bit of wiggle room, like up and down. I don't know if you do as well, or is it tight?
Mine's okay. There's just a tiniest little touch of room in there to move around, but that's not that's to be expected. Honestly. I'm just playing this one real close to the chest here, aka holding the part next to me while I cut it. Nice. Yeah, so New York is supposed to get hit with like a tropical storm tomorrow.
I saw that. Just for you guys.
There is. We are battening down said hatches. Oh, well, that's fun. There's like a holiday right on the inside of the model. So, right here. Let's see if I can get a good view on it. Yeah, you can see that. It's just like a missed part of the cast or a miscast. So, I'm going to turn my air conditioner down because it is fucking hot in here. And get out the old chisel. Where'd it go, buddy? Using just a standard carving chisel. Just, whatever just says made in Japan on the side. That's probably what it says over here too. But it is a flat 1mm chisel. And I'm just going to really work it from both sides.
Yeah.
Giggity. And just try to do my best to be clean and careful with it so that I don't, ruin my whole day. It's been a pretty good day so far.
Okay. Let us take out the God Hand sanding sponge.
Oh, shit!
And see what I can do.
Polly with the bougie tools.
You know it.
I'm still working around one of those lots of sanding sticks that I bought for $5 off at Amazon like 3 years ago. All right. Not a bad. Oh yeah, Greg says they're already getting swamped probably in Delaware. They're gonna get hit here in a couple of hours because that shit's supposed to be rolling through. Getting it. Smart. Don't be a retard. Sorry, I was listening to Eminem earlier, so I got like a bunch of weird Eminem lyrics going in my head. There you go. I just cleaned it up. And look at how sexy that little guy is. Boom, boom, boom. Basically, I just went... Well, I flip it over. Basically, I just went at it at this angle, flat, this way, across, real gently, working it back, and then I flipped the chisel over this way, and I went down on this way. Whoa. And then I went... Here, let's get the center. And then I went down here to cut it down, and then just worked it back and forth, going really slow. There's no reason to race. It's better if you take your time. And let's see if it fits. Oh, that's not the right one. Yeah. I think this one is actually a little bit wide. Oh no, it fits perfectly on this side. So yeah, there we go. C'est magnifique. There's a bunch of gross gating on this piece. All right, we'll have to fix that up here in a little bit. But for right now, I do not care.
Working on these thrusters, they have put a gate like in the worst possible spot.
Yeah, they had this like detail here on the side. Yeah, you guys can see.
Yeah, like if they moved it
barely
any amount of millimeters to the left or the right, it would have been fine.
Yeah, and there's the unfocused gate. A little closer. A little closer. A little closer.
Chisel sizes.
It's got like a Darkwing Duck feel on this low res. But yeah, I swear there's a detail there. You just can't see anything but my shiny fingernails.
That's what you get for filing them.
Hey. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, I gotta strip this thing down to its core.
I have a 1mm chisel. I don't
see you later. Back-a-packa. See you later. Chinos go away. And inside. Come on. Succotash. Sucka now. What a weird thing.
Interesting. Let's see this one.
Oh, I totally broke a peg off there. You fucking son of a bitch. Just would not let go. That's okay. It looks like I actually cut that entire part off anyway.
What'd you do? What piece?
We're going to cut that entire part off that I broke a peg on anyway, so screw it. Let's see here. All right, that's a... Wow. I could have probably cut these pegs at like 45s to make them easier to get off, and yeah, it might not have been a bad idea.
I never do that.
I have never done it either, but I could have.
It's the smart thing to do. Like, I'm not...
Hey, what are you trying to say? I'm smart? I ain't smart.
I just don't do it.
Jackie is great. We are not watching Dragon Ball tonight. Thank you. We learned our lesson. All right. Well, I think we lose our little weirdo light on the front of the kit.
Yeah, it doesn't have that,
Yeah.
or at least the same.
No, it has a different. It has like a little hole. We'll see. We will see what I decide to do. I want to speak to the manager. Extract the head. Extract the neck. Get the fuck out of here. All right, is that it? I think that's it. Yep, that's it at its barest. The barest of bears.
That is too wide anyway. I gotta get a chisel holder.
I might end up like using this frame together.
What's that?
I might end up fusing this like top upper torso together, just like gluing that, doing that seam. It's like right here along this hole. You can see it there. It's vicious.
I'm gonna do the same on the. There's one on the foot that bothers me.
Which one on the foot?
The ankle pieces.
Oh, for the arm. Yeah, for the armor. Yeah. I already did that. But I did that when I built the kit. Okay. All right. So yes, that gets cut off of there. Mm-hmm. Okay. And
this thing.
Ooh. Oh no shit. Okay, so I'm gonna mark on this everywhere I think that we actually cut out, and then I'll show you, Paul.
Pretty sure I got the front. I'm pretty confident about. Back.
Yeah, I've seen. You have to look at the other image for the back to get the.
Yeah.
It says, ditch the neck peg. Really?
Does it?
I think it does. But
no, you see it in the you see. I mean, you see one in the next step, and I don't have another neck peg.
Yeah, I know. You see it in 6, right? Yeah, right. I don't even know. I guess what does the fucking head look like? Maybe that's the head is the head. I mean, there's no reason to ditch that peg. What the fuck are they talking about? I think that they're blowing smoke up our asses. We're not gonna fucking touch that thing.
Just like fucking this.
See, that I can't figure out. What are those little rectangles that have flown off the sides?
Supposed to are you looking at 4?
Yeah, I'm looking at 4.
So what it looks like to me. Let me see if I have something to draw with. Hold on. You know what? This might just be a good use. No, it's not going to be a good use for a Gundam marker because it's on gray.
Oh, gray on gray. No good.
So where's the front? What side is the front?
So what I've got. Oh, you can't see there. So what I've got is I've got these areas colored in white. Are getting removed?
Yeah, yeah. So everything up into that vertical.
Yep, that whole front section.
Yes, that's what it looks. And if you take the chest piece, so this is the inside of it, you can kind of see where those are going to fit in that little groove right there.
Aha.
That's where it looks like.
There's a bunch of room. Yeah, there's a bunch of shit in the way there on the inside of the part.
Yeah.
On the sides. So
I feel pretty confident about that
Yes, absolutely. And then on the back, if you look at the back in step 7, it shows it is essentially
this whole middle chunk comes out for sure.
Yeah.
But it looks like it does that same thing on the sides where you cut off up until that vertical.
Is that it? Oh yeah, it's that, and that center tang gets cut out too, I think. I almost feel like we have to leave.
It almost feels like the width of this should be even all the way across. Basically.
Oh, you have to cut the top off. So yeah, the height of this piece, right? The height of this piece stays even.
Yeah, it should be as thick as the pieces on the left and the right of it.
I'll just do a little line drawing here on the edge. So yeah, we're going to cut off everything basically above. Stay on camera. Everything above this line. So all the stuff here on top, and leave that flat plane, and then remove these back wings too, right?
Just like the front.
Up in that pitch up in there. Cool.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me as well.
And then this right here. Now, so what does your core look like underneath? Because mine is angled for the rig. What is yours? Is yours straight?
For which part? I'm sorry.
Underneath the chest, on the bottom of the chest, flip it over.
Yeah, they're angled.
Yours is angled too. Okay, cool. So we're in the same boat on that at least, because it looks straight.
In 7? Yeah.
Yeah,
like when you're looking at it from the side.
So
I mean, it looks like it fits into the torso just fine the way it is.
Okay,
without any problem.
We might have to. Does it have I hope it doesn't use those pegs. Oh, thank God, you just glue it on. So that peg I broke off is inconsequential.
Yeah.
Hooray! I win. This time. All right, here we go. Here. Hell yeah, Jack. That's fucking great to hear. Yeah, man, we're about to get pounded hard, bro. Jack is great. Where are you located, if you don't mind my asking? Because I am here in New York City. New York City? Yeah, right. That was pretty good. How Pabs was saying, oh, we're going to get taken down, and then the stream was like, yanked. I thought it was priceless. Oh my. Terrible Band-Aid commercials. Get off my effing screen. I want to listen to jazz. Monmouth County, New Jersey. Right on, brother. I was just over in Lawrence Harbor earlier today. We stayed at my mother-in-law's house last night. It was wonderful.
Need to invest in, like I said, some chisel holders. This whole Mad Works, like swapping them out, is kind of a pain in the ass.
Wait, what?
So on the Mad Works chisels, they fit into like a hobby knife, which is, I guess, can potentially be convenient, but having to switch them out every time is kind of annoying.
Oh yeah. That's just part of the course.
You gotta get a lot of couple of holders, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I got my jeweler saw, and it's tuned up, I think. Actually, let's tighten that up. Let's make it a little bit tighter. I want my cuts to be clean. There we go. To get it tighter, for those of you that don't use jeweler saws, back it up so y'all can see, and maybe do this for a change. This is the tensioning knob right here. So you loosen this, and you get it so it's free moving, and then you just put your thumb behind it and give it like a hard push, and crank that bad boy down again, and you get this nice tone. Even better. What up, Chris? Oh, good. Well, that's good, man. Chris is making a airbrushing 40K video.
Ah, nice. I am fucking around with this stupid thruster, and I need to stop. Oh, you prick! I just realized something.
All right.
Hmm.
Simple cut. Don't want to cut too deep because I'll go in and I'll file that out. If you cut too deep with your saw, you can leave a real nasty scar in there that is a pain in the butt to clean up. Bing! There we go. Look at that.
Hacked your deal off.
That shit is clean as fuck, y'all.
Okay, chisel discipline.
What are you doing? He's like, I love my chisels.
Leave that over there for now. Bad chisel discipline.
I got those USA Gundam Store chisels. I gotta like pop those out.
Oh yeah, are they from the, like made by them or
They are branded by USA
them?
but they're the Mr. Chisel set essentially. So
nice.
it's a 0.3, a half millimeter, and a 1 millimeter chisel. I keep saying I'm going to do a video because I know how to use all that shit really well, but I drag my feet. I get busy doing other stuff, so hopefully I'll make a video for them soon, just to kind of give my look on them, because I use a lot of chisels. I use a lot of tools. All right, so there we go.
So as opposed to Brian's saw, I'm using just a hobby saw.
Yep. Which is that a MadWorks hobby saw, or is that
No, this is like some Korean brand, I think. Manhwa or something. This handle deal is definitely a 100% copy of a Tamiya. So just orange instead of black. But it was from Amazon. Like I said, for this purpose, I think it should be good.
The pinging sounds like the beginning of a Fast and Furious song. Nice. That's me tuning my saw. I was just tuning up my saw. This is going to be kind of a pain in the butt to cut, though, Paulie. I'm not going to lie to you. This back part?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The reason being... Paul sounds like a fart. The reason being... we have a weird thing to cut out. I think I can do it. I don't know how well you're going to be able to do it with your hobby knife saw.
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
You are correct. You might need to do a bit of cleanup.
It's all covered by...
It's all covered by armor anyway, so yeah. So how far do you cut back there, huh? That's a good question, eh? Yeah. So I cut the back wings off, right? The back wings, the back bat wings. Cut those off. This was the part that slides on into those DMs. Here and with a little bit of flex. Ooh, you are not happy. There, okay. Oh yeah, that's fucking mad money. And I see why that needs to go bye-bye on top. Dodger. What is that? Oh, that's the... Oh, I got you. That is the little thing for the heat rod on the backpack that they're showing you add to the side on step 7.
Can I get through these with nippers?
I feel like we're going to find something that's like, wait a minute, we need to do something else, because I feel like we're missing part of 4. Like something got...
the whole like way they did 4 and then you go to a completely different part and then come back is pretty strange.
Yeah, it is very, very bizarre. You know what? I think we actually removed some of that peg on the front, man. Some of that slider. Go slider. Motorcycle hero. Yeah, because that's... Yeah. All right, so we got to clean that slot out. Oh, so what I'm observing, my frowns. All right, so you see this slot? You probably can't see it because the lighting in here is all absolutely bizarre. Here, in here, there is a little slot. It doesn't want to show up there. Here we go. There, now you can see it. That slot is in an angled slot. So that other part that you're seeing, Paul, or that I'm seeing, so And step 4,
You know what?
which is clearly illustrated here. See how beautifully that's illustrated? Look, you guys can just read all of those beautiful instructions. Yeah, anyways, you can't. There isn't anything to read. What we have here on the top is you've got 3 points, bing, bing, bing. This is just directional. This arrow in the center is just directional, where I was like, it'd take the peg out. No, it's just telling you that that's up. These 2 dudes on the top are angled cutoffs of this guy right here. You got to cut that at a 45-degree angle to fit into this angled slot right here. And that is why I was so freaking confused, is because there's not really very good instructions, but these 2 dudes are those top 2 pegs, the angles of those top 2 pegs, or those top 2 tabs going pew pew off into space. And then these guys on the side are the big chunks that I cut out of the frame on the lower part. I feel smart now because I figured it out. Yay! Clap for myself because I'm an idiot. I'm just going to cut them at 45. Just basically corner to corner. I'm just going to cut them with my nippers like a Cro-Magnon. Just like that. I think my drink's over here because I could have gone over here. This time I will protect the part. And we have our tab. Cut that little fucking trianguloid. It's not even a word. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, Polly. Oh my goodness. Okay. What's going on here? Taste the golden spray. This dom has got the thickness. Can I get a witness? This lovely dom has got a thickness. Can I get a hell yeah? So it works pretty good, but what I'm seeing here is that these dudes on the inside traditionally are never deep enough. So these 2 holes are not
on the very front.
Yep. So to remedy that, I'm going to cut the pegs out. Just going to take off, not a ton. It just kind of nipped off 2 little ends there. Those make great little detail parts. I'm going to save those. Let's see how that works for the fit and the fiddle. Well, Wallace, it worked for the fit, but it didn't work for the fiddle. All right. Yeah, that did it. That did the thing. So I've got a little. Is that flash or is that supposed to be like that? Yep, it's supposed to be like that. It's also supposed to fit around the edge, and this piece is a little bit condensed. I'm guessing that they didn't use platinum cured silicone for their molds, and it's shrunk ever so slightly. So
inwards.
Yeah, it clamps a little bit. That'll be all right. It'll work out in the end. Are you cutting away on that back part, or what are you working on?
No, I'm still in the front.
Really?
I had to switch. Got it. Finally. I had to switch like saw blades. I had like the skinny one, which is I guess good for detail work, but not so good for this. Like
right,
getting through a thicker piece of plastic.
Yeah, it cut through it.
It was just making the blade wobble.
Yeah.
But okay, so I got like the one side off. Let me like sand this real quick because it's a little. So I'll have like a bunch of burrs. There we go. All right. So you're saying the wing pieces that stick straight up, you have to cut those at a 45?
Bingo, those ones.
Oh, okay. That should
right, and the tell was first. I mean, before I even saw the angled ones in this, was looking at these like shoulder dudes because they have an angled
as well
slot in here. And I believe that is the orientation. No, that's the back. So that actually fits on the back. So we're going to have to cut the back in the same way, I think. Or we're going to have to dig out the slot on that. Oh, God, those are ugly. Holy Christ, dudes. Look how bad that is. All the gunk in there? Just look at that gunk. I'm just going to cut that shit straight the fuck out. Where's my chisel? Where's my chisels? I need some of my older chisels first. This is a 0.5 millimeter. I'll be sending some of these chisels off to my friend John Lynn, otherwise known as Baby J. Actually, I need the Gigundo one. Is this 1 or 1.5? I can't remember if this is 1 millimeter or 1.5 millimeter chisel. I know that it does not matter to anyone but me, but.
Alright. Kind of cleaned up because this mess drives me nuts. Alright. God. This peg off. All there. Is out.
Yeah.
That's all gonna get glued.
Oh, heck yeah, Jay Santos. I never got to make it through to one of those build days. He commented a handful of minutes ago about that. Saying that, says that's why the build days at Kino were so great, because there were lots of people just sharing tips and hanging out. And let's see what we got here. Here it is. Jack is talking about... Yeah, flow improver is the shit for Vallejo. The problem with primer with Vallejo is that it doesn't like models like robots. It likes the small stuff like miniatures better. Jack's saying that he needs to learn how to paint from people in person. He says trade beer for pointers. Ronan's like, yo. Yeah, but you do it definitely right on, Ronan. You don't need to be in person. Maybe just like hanging out like one-on-one online or something like that to really kind of like get some looks at what's going on and get someone to give you honest feedback about your own work. It's right on. Yeah, Ronan says he's happy to help anyone that needs and wants help, and I think that I also am in that same boat as well as a few other people.
I don't know if I've met too many people in the hobby that are like, nah. Generally, I think everyone's relatively friendly and helpful. Now, you may not want everyone's advice, but
yeah, the thing is about
I can't help you with that.
The thing about advice,
I would say, look at their work. If you like their work,
you got to be able to, take advice that's given to you. You can't just.
Well, I don't mean like criticisms. What I mean is like. Some people will freely give you advice and they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Oh,
and
sure.
That could be a problem. But, like I said, if you look at their work and you like it, then clearly the technique they used is good.
Yeah. And if they don't have like if someone that doesn't know, like if I don't know anything, man, I'm going to turn you to somebody that does. I will never lead you astray. Fuck astray. That's for you, Paul, and for you, Z.
Yeah.
Love your astrays.
That's because they're awesome.
I know you guys like them. It's cool.
A ninja robot, like what could be cooler?
Yeah. I don't know the person to ask. Oh, man. I think I'm all right here, my dudes. Even though I didn't cut the... No, that's not long enough. I was wrong. I admit it. I was wrong.
All right.
What about the other side? Cut this, roughly cut this tab off the back.
That.
Twing.
Plastic shooting all over the place.
Twing. Cover your hair and your eyes. All Right. Oh, it doesn't want to fit because it's not deep enough. I'm going for the big.
I'm just spending some time cleaning up these kind of where I've cut. I know it's all going to be covered, but
this is the way.
I can't help
This
it.
is the way.
'Tis the way. Okay. Now, let us. Now that everything has been hacked to shit, let's see if it fits. I guess I should clean
the chair.
parts off this.
I think I heard about that. The chair explosion. At a well, I know that freaking wasn't it Carl? Goalie Zero?
Carl.
He had one explode on him on stream.
His chair?
Yeah, his chair just like imploded while he was like streaming games. That's pretty funny.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's a great one. There's plenty of memes of that around for if anyone's interested. All right. Chesticles, oh darling, Chesticles. So what I'm looking at is I don't have the width in the distance here, so I'm gonna have to widen that up. I just need to figure out where I want that to be.
Did you hack the back off already too?
No, I haven't gotten there yet, but because the only thing it interferes with is the head, so I'm just dry fitting right now.
Gotcha.
I could cut the back off pretty easily, actually.
I think that's going to take me a little doing.
I think I will do it right now.
I'm just cleaning up the gate on that front chest piece.
Oh, right.
Mine is a little narrow.
Yeah, mine's weird on the side. That needs to be cleaned up. I did that with my thumbnail. Great. Okay. So I'm going to use Mr. Saw. Mr. Saw, that's my name. That name again. Mr. Saw. I'm going to, because I have the throw, I can just stick it in here and cut fucking straight down.
Brian with the throw.
Whoop, whoop.
Mr. Big Throw.
You must be very, very careful when doing this. Just like I always say, slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Got some imperfections here in the bottom of my chest piece.
Back out. Okay. So it's still attached. But because my saw is super precise, if it will focus on it, I got a really, really nice cut on that part. And I'm about to cut it off, but I was the way that I was doing it was as I was cutting down, I was rotating my saw back this direction to maintain the cut on this surface without eliminating the peg in the center, which is kind of like the delicate part. So I'm going to come back this other direction here. There it is. It was literally almost nothing. And if we look at that, that is fucking beautiful. That is almost perfectly flat to the surface. I am impressed by you, Saw. You have not failed me yet. Well, sand on this. Or a file for that matter.
Now,
bam! Like it never existed.
I got the
What
piece
is that
fixed
part?
in there. There you go.
Oh, that part.
Pretty happy with that. Sitting right flush up against the shoulder joint there.
Very nice.
Super blown out. Hold on. What?
Did you eliminate the wraparound portion?
What do you mean?
Because mine has a little bit of a wraparound element
That
to
goes
it.
around these things? Right
Yeah.
here? No, I kept them in there. I might
cool.
on I might have to like clean them out a little bit. Actually, it's weird. Like they don't look perfect on the top, but there's going to be at the top. Yeah,
There'll be a gap.
the piece over going, but like along the side, this reveal like where that meets the shoulder, it fits like perfectly flush. So
yeah, so this little gap that is formed, where the fuck is it? Right here on the top.
Yeah,
there's a little bit of a gap in here. This is all hidden by
those
shoulder
shoulder caps. Yeah.
That actually
like this, but this on the side here is perfect, which you will see, when the arm's moving around. So I'm happy with that. Happy.
Yeah, here I'm gonna have to go in and fill in that core piece before this all gets glued together, so that because I don't want those seams on there.
All right, so let me figure out a way to attack this back piece here.
The one on the bottom is going to be a bit more difficult. The one on top, I was very surprised by how good it worked for me.
Yeah, so here's what on this saw I think is going to be a little wide because I can't really I guess I could just cut would it flush against here and then just clean up just the vertical parts. Let's see if I can show you what I mean here.
Yeah. Well, Jack is great. Asked a question. He says, kind of asking the chat and everybody, what they would if they had one paint set to choose from to start with. What would you use as your paint set?
You mean like a brand?
I think that's what he's going for. He says that a buddy has says Vallejo, and he sees a lot of that on the streams and chats.
I mean, I would say if you have the ability or the if you can find something local to you, like let's say Vallejo is something you can buy locally, or if I don't know, I'm trying to think what other brands. If you could buy MIG locally, then I would definitely go with one of those. I think you can mix MIG and Vallejo pretty much interchangeably, and like whatever you buy for one should work for the other. I don't use acrylics that much. I use lacquers, and I use Mr. Color mostly.
Yeah, I switched. I used to use Vallejo for a while, and then I was using MIG, but yeah, now I use Mr.
Yeah, just like like I say, if you can get Vallejo, like a really good selection of Vallejo, let's say local to you, then that might be a good option because you can get local. You can get it anytime you want.
That is really actually what's available. What's the most easily attainable thing? It's a good one.
So I had nothing attainable to me locally, so it really didn't matter like what I used.
Yeah, I had ammo readily available to me as at a local level. So that's why I used a lot of ammo paints to begin with. But I really like Mission Models acrylics. They work really, really well. You can brush paint them. They airbrush really well. They are hard as fuck. They are opaque, and also they can be thinned out to a transparency really easily. So they have a good color pigment to them. The pigment and the paint particles are very small. It thins up with your standard 2-methoxyethanol high performance reducer style. I use the Createx brand because it's, again, very easy to get. This is an old bottle of it. So, but this one here, the high performance reducer, it's their 4012 high performance reducer, 2-methoxyethanol. It works really, really well to thin that with. I also thin my misters with that too. But yeah, I wouldn't thin anything Vallejo with alcohol because it will turn to cottage cheese.
Yes.
Ain't nobody want that in their life, regardless of how much you like cottage cheese.
I do not.
I like cottage cheese. Not like that. Keep it out of my airbrush.
Sawing in your hand's probably not a good idea, but okay. So what I've realized is just because of tools available to me, cutting this all off in one big piece was pretty much impossible for me.
Okay.
So I've cut like a piece of it off, and then I can get, a little further down, a little further down.
Then you can cut the center out essentially.
Yeah. And then I can get at it a little bit with nippers. So I just kind of, it's not as simple of a process as it was with Brian's, but it's doable. It's not that complicated.
Yeah, you can do it. A good tool is definitely worth it, but you can get around it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I was debating whether to get both, and I was like, I think just a regular hobby saw should be good for this, but I'm regretting that decision now.
Oh,
instant regret. So that'll be a purchase in the future.
Yep, they're pretty cheap. I think mine was like $25, and it will last me forever.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few on Amazon that were in the 15 to 25 range, let's say.
Yeah, mine's a Robot. It's Swiss made. It's really good. Some of the cheaper ones might wear out a little bit, so just something to think about.
Yeah, you spend an extra $5 now and have double your life expectancy of the tool. Seems like a fair deal.
Yeah, exactly. In my opinion. Yeah, the box sets for Vallejo. That's true. They do have some interesting sets of paint. That was one of the first sets I got. Was one of their Model Air military sets. Oh yeah, if you're doing nothing but minis, definitely go with Vallejo. If you're doing Gunpla, yeah, it's a bit different.
I like the what is that brand? Citadel, man, for like brush painting. Nice stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
If you're painting minis, like
hair drying, Ongawa. Use the hair dryer, Ongawa. Don't boil it. You never know what the fuck's gonna happen if you put a piece of plastic in boiling water.
Yeah, just warm water. No boiling.
Not even. I say just hair dryer because you can control the heat as long as you do it right. Like I have a lot of experience with the heat gun, so I just like feather the part, and just like slowly work with it. So that's the easiest way to do it is to go slow. I worry about boiling something, making it really, really soft, and then putting a fingerprint in it when you pull it out of the water, or like
yeah, that sucks.
any number of things that could go wrong. But maybe Pabs has a different outlook, so we'll wait till he chimes in with an answer. Did he cut back in?
All right, I got that piece off the back, but I have to do quite a bit of cleanup.
So was Guy that's asking.
Let me get back to the chat. Sorry, guys, and I'm probably not even doing anything on actual camera. Sorry, this was a little bit tricky.
Pab says hot water is less kinetically impactful. Do you mean you can't get the piece to plastically deform? Like it won't hold its shape? Or what are you talking about, Pabs? kinetically. There we go. Yeah, sorry, Guy. I didn't realize it was you asking the question, not on Gao. I have been paying that close to chat. Not paying attention. I'm not Ronan here to read the chat for me and tell me that I'm not answering people's questions. You know what my solution to cutting this inside part out is, Paul? I'm taking the core apart.
That probably would have made sense, huh?
Well, I mean, yeah, because you're getting away from the peg and get one of my parts. It's not really a parts separator, it's a sculpting tool. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
If the part is a huge, if the part is huge, boiling in water is a little more feasible. The G-system Kshatriya binders are huge. Depending on the part thickness, blowing air might cause more deformities. Sorry. Can you melt resin in hot enough water, Pabs? You can melt just about anything in hot enough water.
Nice. Got some musics. I don't know about melting the resin in hot enough water.
I would say with plastic resin, it doesn't matter. Like it's also, and whether you're using a heat gun, a hair dryer, or hot water, everything's going to depend on, like, don't throw a part in a boiling pot of hot water and leave it there for 5 minutes. It's not going to work out for you.
Yeah.
Like go get a colander and dip it in a little hot water, take it out, play with it a little.
Gotcha. Give it that opportunity.
That's just my experience with plastics that are, I'm not talking about models, but I've done some like plastic boiling for RC cars and stuff. And if you like throw it in the pot of hot water and leave it alone, it's going to not come out very good. Same thing. If you hold a heat gun right up against one section of plastic, it's probably going to melt. You got to move it around, build up the heat slowly.
Yeah, that's the idea. Generally get a good softness. So like I used hair dryer for all of the, how do I want to say it? All the warping that I experienced in the Regal. And those parts are solid, right? And
right.
I wanted to use the heat gun because the hair dryer because it allowed me. I didn't need to change the whole thing. I just needed to change like a part of it. So like let's say the part is bent at like an angle like this, right? And there's supposed to be two of them, but one is like kind of like cockeyed a little bit, or like the tip is just cockeyed up, but this other part is perfectly true. It just like warped for some weird reason when they pulled it out of the mold. I just heat up the part that is obviously twisted and then twist that back into plane and leave the rest of it solid. So that it gives me something to bend against. So if you have the whole piece is like flippy floppy and loosey goosey and shit, you're going to have a hard time getting it to stay the shape that you want it to, unless you have a mold or a form or some way to keep that to being regular. Otherwise you may end up with something that's all like on one side and like normal on the other. You just got to be careful. Trial and error really is a dumb way to say that, but it is one of the best ways to learn it. Yeah, that isn't super helpful, I realize, but it is true. All right, I'm just gonna cut this. Hey, Michael Dawson.
I am doing.
Well, we didn't get taken off the air, Michael. We had no reason to be today. We have been working on what's going on. I did do the modifications on these knee components for the Dom, modifying the original ones. We have done some modifications to the core. We cut some tips off. We cut a big plane off the back here. Again, cutting out some wedges in the front, cutting these guys back.
Did you cut the wedges out of the back?
No, because they actually fit in this once I channeled that slot out.
Okay, so you just have to channel the vertical piece. You don't have to do anything to the side?
Nope. Well, I cut that part out. It said to cut that little wing out, but it doesn't look like it interferes with anything. So I don't think I necessarily needed to do
the
that.
back piece here?
Wait, does it go like this? No, this is right this way. Yeah, here and here. Yeah, so those don't really even impact. So I didn't really need to cut those out, but it says to. At least as far as I could see. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Is that, yeah, those are cut out. So I don't know, man. It's a liar. I'm a liar.
Well, I'm just looking because you see how you have that other piece on the back, like that the plate that kind of makes this stick out a little.
Mm-hmm.
Like this chunk here, so it doesn't go all the way flush like the ones in the front did.
Yep, exactly. I have the same deal. It doesn't go all the way flush.
It's almost like it's only going to cut out like...
It does cut only a very small portion out. And I think just to give you allowance for that resin piece to fit on the back. So I would say take a look at it, see how it interferes. And if it does interfere, then cut it out. And if it doesn't, just trim it as much as it needs to be trimmed.
Yeah.
Didn't necessarily need to cut as much out as it did.
Okay. I'm doing, this is horrible file discipline going back and forth. I just have a really small area to file.
Why don't you take the core apart?
I could do that. That would make sense, right?
That's what I did. So now I've got this back part of the core. You can see here's the peg that I broke off inside of the hole. There was a peg that was broken off inside, not a peg that broke off on the outside. All the same. Absolutely blows. But what I got to do next is I got to cut this bottom part. You can see here, this inside, that whole angular component right there, that whole trapezoid, I got to cut that bad boy out. So, wow, I'm getting some cool color on cheating. But
no broken pegs.
Yeah. Excellent. Good to see.
It's always those big chunks of like framed going together that are the most worrisome.
Yep.
Like, fuck, this is gonna stay. It doesn't feel like it wants to go.
I agree with what you just told him, Peps, by the way. It says for the type of part that guy is having issues with, yeah, use a little hair dryer to get that thing, because it's going to heat up like super freaking fast, and then install it while it's soft to help it fit properly with everything, and then as it cools it will definitely be like a perfect fit every time.
All right. So that is now plastic all in my face. Nicely.
All right. Now
cleaned up there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This is so thin. This plastic is really easy to cut.
These back pieces as well should be cut at 45s or no?
Nope.
You don't need to. You just need to cut this little like wing piece. Like, can I do that with clippers?
You got to cut this thing out.
Can I do that with nippers?
You got to cut this thing out.
Huh? What is that? Oh, that whole reveal on the bottom, huh?
Yeah, that's what it shows in step 7 on the back. I'll show the people out there in television land. So here we're talking about step 7.
Step 7.
Focuses. You can see, yes, you can see right here the back of this. It's kind of hard to see, but the whole back of that, in all over the place, is cut out. So you can see the mounting peg for the upper and lower torsos, and then there's actually 2 components that tie into this that are related over here in this section. So this component here is this component here. Whoa, is this component here in the same spot, but this bottom part goes on before this part goes on. Ugh, kind of a mess. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing to you guys out there.
Yeah, I don't need to cut these little side pieces off. I think
that's this component.
Filing them down a little bit should be more than enough.
Yeah, right. Just those corners, filing them down a little bit. I think you're right.
Yeah,
I went whole hog on it, but whatever. Better than going half hog.
I'm just gonna try to like round it off a little bit. I think
Tight. Oh, I love it when my nippers don't do bad. Don't got those USA Gundam Store 2.0s yet, but these Tamiya 123s have never failed me.
Toothbrush deal here. Get the smaller file and just.
I have got an awful lot of stuff to catch up on later. All right, that's cool. What will happen when it happens? I'm just going to file this out, clean up the last little bits, make it look fine. For my own aesthetics.
Trim the gate on this deal.
Here and here. Put some stank on it. Put some stank on it.
Got a little bubble in here.
Oh. There we go. So there's that back. Now you can see the cutout portion with the tab hanging down. This thing has nothing that it lines up to. Does it line up to this? Maybe it's telling me things in wrong order here. This goes on. No, that's supposed to sit inside, dog. How the fuck? Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Oh, those are supposed to be pegs. Oh Christ, they look like crap. All right. Wow. So,
I got my back piece.
Play discovery music. Here's what I discovered on this funky piece, right? These weird little elements here are supposed to be fucking pegs. Molded in pegs, right? You can see it there. But they are all covered in flashing and shit. You know this piece, right? This is the part that goes under the
I got
back.
it here. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the part that goes under the back part. And it actually...
Mine is super, bowed in.
Yeah, mine too. It plugs into these... Oops, here we go. Sorry. It plugs into these two holes. Right here and right here. There's that stupid peg.
Oh, mine actually aren't too bad. They got a little bit of flash in there, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, mine are...
I see what you're talking about now, though.
Yeah, they're a little funky. I mean, it's not terrible to clean out. It was just kind of like, oh, okay. That's what that is. It's like a mystery.
Okay, well, let me not fudge with those just yet. I gotta cut this whole piece out then, huh?
Yep.
The whole back. What the hell goes there?
Why
must I cut that out?
It gets cut out. Oops. Oh gosh, that's a super vote in repo. I'm gonna guess that it gets cut out because it interferes with the lower torso and the armor that is added to it. Survey says yes. It will interfere with the back of the armor, back over on the back of the big boy. That's my assumption. Is that tang? Yeah, because this fits down onto that, right? Like really deeply into that, and then this inside here basically butts up inside here. It wants to interfere inside here.
Okay.
So if that tab's in there, it gets in the way.
So I have to cut basically all of that off, yeah?
Yeah. I cut it straight down to the quick. By pulling the two parts apart, it was super easy to cut. Looks like you're already there.
Yeah,
Just cut down one side, cut down the other, and then cut across the bottom. You can even nip it out with nippers if you wanted to.
I think I'm gonna do, or at least like rough. Get it out.
Yeah, and clean it up.
Yeah.
I've got to do some surgery.
Stress the shit out of my plastic though.
Good hobby knife I'm prepared for this, but I have been abusing my hobby knife. Should probably put on a new blade. As you see me scuttle off to do that. Nope. I'm just going to use a variety of scribes. That's all right. So what I'm doing, guys, is I'm taking my my hook scribe here, and I'm just going. Ooh, get on camera. Taking my hook scribe, 0.5 millimeter, and I'm just going into the part, and I'm cleaning up around this. Wow, I really love my my shirt. Just cleaning up around those posts to make them a little bit more happy in the whole situation. It is a little bit tapered in there. You know what? I lied. I'm putting a new blade on.
I can't do it. When getting into resin, is it best to start with a conversion kit?
I would say an add-on, like an armor upgrade, some smaller setup. You know, they have like smaller kits where you add like just a few parts on the outside and maybe like, you know, to the backpack and like a new weapon or something along those lines. That might be like the best place to start for resin conversion. I think that Pabs also has probably has a word or two to say on that because he has built a fair amount of resin kits as well.
They even have just like the straight up weapons, you know, like I've seen a couple of like long snipers and stuff like that, or just resin. That wouldn't be a bad place to start.
Pabby says grab some Simpro resin weapons.
Oh, there you go. That's
bingo bango. Then make your way up to conversions like the RG New or the RG Sazabi conversion, which I have the new on the way, and I've heard good things about that Sazabi conversion.
That's a horrible noise. I'm not a fan.
It is a pretty bad noise. We're going to have, unfortunately, plenty of bad noises. Oh, I ate some red meat last night for the first time in like a month, and I felt atrocious today. Do not recommend. 11 out of 10 would not recommend. But this complaint goes to 11. I'm actually just finally starting to feel okay. It's been like 24 hours.
I went to college with a girl who was like a vegan like most of her life. I think if not all of it. Like she had never really had meat or meat products. It was how like her family was raised.
Sure.
And she had like a hamburger one day. She was like, "What the fuck?
Right.
I feel horrible."
Oh,
it was like right when she ate it, she was like full of energy, like as if you gave her like 3 Red Bulls or something like that.
Right
and then
though, yeah.
Yeah, and then like an hour later, she was like, "I feel horrible. I feel so sick."
Yep.
And from what I remember, it was not like a she was not like an animal lover per se or anything. I think it was like a health thing, like for her family. Like they were, I forget where they were from, but like wherever they were from, it wasn't normal to eat meat like as regularly as we do here
in America. Yeah,
yeah. She was born here, but like her parents were born somewhere else.
Right. Yeah, like red meat is so heavy in calories and like it's just really hard for your body to produce, like to break down, and that's what I think I was dealing with. Body was happy, like, oh fuck, I just cut myself. Yeah, just a little bit though. No Pabs level cutting here. Yeah, it's just like body was just like, what the fuck? Come on, bro. What you doing to me? Then it started sounding like Julio, and I was like, come on, Brian. Why you gotta do me like that? So, that one's pretty close. That is a pain in the butt, I'm not gonna lie.
These getting that shoulder pieces.
My dudes.
All right. Okay, I got that piece cut out now. No easy task. Cut it pretty rough and filed quite a bit of it.
We heard.
The easier way for me to do that than trying to saw it.
Boy, I sure wish there was an easier way to do this.
Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta go slow. Take your time. Make it right.
This is going to require much sanding.
Clean up all the little blood droplets you're leaving all over yourself from your tiny little cut on your thumb. What I'm running into right now is I'm hitting interference with the radius on the outside of the hole and with the reciprocal on the peg. So I'm having some like resin interference. It's not flat in there, it's all kind of scalloped and weirdo. So I'm going through, and I mean, I know I could probably like file these down on the outside of the core, but I don't really want to do that because I feel like that's, I'm getting into dangerous territory there with the fit of the part. All right. Yeah, mine is super sprung in. It's like easily a 16th of an inch.
It's a part I have in my hand now. I gotta trim the nub, trim the gate.
Okay, so yeah. So there, now it fits tight. Doesn't really want to focus on it. Yeah, it's fitting tight. But you can see here that it is fairly splayed on the inside. So depending on what's up, and when I put this together, I may need to glue that in compression ever so slightly. It's not necessarily a thing that can be corrected by heat distortion. I mean, maybe, but at the same time, what I'm dealing with is that this flat right here is actually cambered in its normal pose. So what it's doing is causing the stuff to pinch in. And then pulling it out, it, again, causes those to splay out. So it's not the end of the world. Put blood on it. Add some blood, sweat, and tears to your resin. All right, so if I have that there, and then I have this bad motherfucker right here. Shut your mouth, Shaft! How does that fit on? It'll fit clean once it's glued down, but it's a little springy. That'll fit on pretty decent, pretty clean once it's all good. And then you can see that makes a nice tight seam on the back. That's going to be really nice. I am a fan. Everybody. Yeah. That's right. I went there.
New Kids on the Block.
No. That's Backstreet.
Oh. Same thing.
No. It is not the same. I'll have you know, Paul. It is not the same.
Ooh, that doesn't feel good. Okay.
What doesn't feel good?
That same part you're working on, just like stretching it to the two pegs.
Yeah, it's rough. Okay, yeah, so there's what goes on. Those actually come back and touch the bottom of that front component. So, oops, here we go. Yeah, you can see there, it wants to spring out. So that'll all get glued and held in compression. Plenty of masking to be done on this. It's funny because that looks like it could totally be the top, but it's the bottom. It's the top.
Yeah, that one's pretty
This guy
pretty contorted there, huh? I feel I want it to sit in further. Yeah? Or no?
Oh, nice. Oh, see, Julio, you gotta say yeah, not yeah. When you say oh fuck yeah, you gotta say oh fuck yeah, not oh fuck yeah. Because those are two different things, man. Those are two very different statements. Okay. So now that my chesticles are fitting nice, my chesticulations. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, how the fuck am I going to do that? I think I have to take it off the back to get it to come forward. Yep. So, okay then. That's what I got to do. Got to, what I'm running into now, so I've said this several times this evening, I keep running into stuff, is that this reveal right here, this curve, like recessed reveal, the interaction between the upper torso of the core and this is like the shoulder pocket, it is not happy. And let me show you why. It's supposed to fit over that, but as you can see here on the back, it is interfering. And it's not the right shape, so I'm going to have to file it out. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And it's, oh my gosh, it's almost already 11.
Yeah, this was definitely the most labor intensive.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, the first stream when we were looking through the kit and getting things going went pretty quick, but man, today's stream went fast, guys. Let's see, I want to use a half round.
I want to leave that bottom piece like out for now because I feel like it's
I absolutely
hindering
have mine. I have mine left out as well.
Hindering the rest of my progress here. Okay, so I got. Can you get the pin? Okay. I think I might try to put a little bit of heat to that and try to, because the piece that goes across the back is quite bowed on mine.
Yep, had the same deal, super cambered.
So I might try to heat that up and get it to sit a little straighter, just to make it easier to work with.
Mm-hmm.
But the top and bottom pieces are fine. I'll just keep the backpack maybe as a separate. Start that next week or something. How about that? Well, there's one thruster. Where did the other thruster go? Okay, there you go. Maybe do the backpack and the head or something like that because it shouldn't be too.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm not going to even F with the backpack yet.
I was fucking with it earlier.
Aside from, I did a little bit of dorking around with it, but I'm not really going to go crazy on it. You know what? I am going to cut a little bit off of that tab on the back. Just because it's kind of a little bit long for the assembly. And, oh yeah, that was absolutely causing interference, and now it does not have interference anymore. Hooray! And the peasants rejoiced. Using my little roundy here, super duper thin pencil file. Got this for like 99 cents at a hobby store. Look through look around, see if they have like bargain bins of files and stuff at your hobby stores. You may be surprised to find that they just have a bunch of pencil files somewhere, or like a bunch of like little thin fine tooth files that you can pick up for $1 a piece or something like that. Build yourself a little harem of files.
File harem.
Good to have.
I feel like I watched an anime about that.
Strong advocate of file harems.
Finally finished putting all the stickers on my real grade wing Gundam.
I'm gonna cut the top of that fucking angle tab too. Who was about with the wings of that? The Dollar File Club says, Joe. Oh, Plasticology, what's up, man? Putting all the stickers on RG wing. So many stickers, I've heard.
Real grades in general. Sticker heavy. Okay. One of these.
Oh, shit.
Alrighty.
Is your already the response to Jeff's Dollar File Club?
No.
All right, so I went and did something that I hope works out. So I cut those 2 pegs on the front of the suit a little short.
The very front?
Yeah, the very front. I cut those
Me
down.
too. I didn't like. It's weird how it fits, right? They stick out. Like I did the same exact thing.
Cool. And so then what I ended up having to do here, so where that sits on the top. Wait, there we go. I cut. Let me get my pointer sister. I cut the top of the peg off here, where that little triangle stuck out on the top of this, because it was interfering with the flat there. And then this should, yep, there it is. In theory, bam, that's how that goes. There'll be a little bit of a gap that I got to fill in the back, and it is sitting a little bit crooked, but yeah, it's more or less that is the side assembly. There it is in shadow so that it looks better.
Mine is actually like not wide enough. What the hell?
Dude, I had the same thing. That's what I said. I had to cut the back out here. I had to cut that reveal longer in the back and shorten the tab in the back. So if I hold the 2 sides up, you'll be able to see how much. I cut like a solid, millimeter.
See my round.
You can't see it because
Where
I can't
do you go,
files? My arm doesn't want to focus. My arm doesn't want to flex. Oh, focus, arm! It's impossible. Arm can't focus.
Let me see if I can do a little bit of this.
Is it? Yeah, there we go. There you go. You can see it now. That I did have to cut off. Yeah, about almost a millimeter to back it up.
Yeah. I just took
and then
file to it. Hopefully I can make
Yeah, that's exactly what I did too. I just filed it. I filed it square, and then I added a little bit of a scallop to it with my little pencil file. It was weird because I didn't know exactly what I was doing, so I'm just kind of shooting from the hip. Oh, cross your fingers. But I also had to cut that tab down a little bit, so heads up.
Yeah, I wish I would not have cut those pegs, huh? It just looked like it was going to interfere.
Yeah, actually mine fits pretty snugly.
Yeah, it's just like the pegs don't really go in there.
Yeah, they don't. I should have just filed off the chamfer on the outside face. Just filed that part flush. Probably would have been enough. That's what you get for being overzealous, kids. Paul's like, well, that doesn't help me. You did it.
Why?
Oh, now you're Mario. Why? All right, got that part. Let me test the fit before I get all crazy face. Because maybe this side fits nicely.
Wouldn't that be some stuff?
It's not, though.
Yeah.
It's not some stuff.
As it turns. Yep. As it comes out.
As the mobile suit turns. Check it back here. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, shit.
I think I want to file you back too.
I gotta cut that back now. Go. Yeah. It's not quite right. This one's going to need some fun adjustment, just in general.
Yeah, chest is definitely the most finicky piece so far.
And it's not deep enough. Okay. Gotta make some extra room. Everybody wants to be an astronaut because they need more space. Oh yeah, like a friggin' glove. That one's pretty decent. Term of the night, decent. Shorthand for decent. Yeah, that's gonna be some funky filling and modifying because that fit is a little bit goofy. But that's okay because it ends up being a solid part as far as I can tell. It's not like super panel separated or anything like that. So I'll fuse all that together and make it happy. All right. Yeah. Ta-da! Where's his goofy head? Oh, right in front of me. Where's his goofy collar? Don't tell me it's right in front of me as well. Plate. Here it is. Okay. Oh, that's the front. I swear they show you in a couple of different steps the different parts that need to be taken off, and it's quite confusing. Yep, let's just throw this on there. Hey.
Okay.
We'll stay on.
You got the bottom back piece on?
I'm just putting it in now. Yeah, it doesn't want to let the top back piece stay on because of that camber is pushing it out. But if the bottom back piece isn't on, the top back piece just clicks in nicely.
This is still going to be
issues.
Work.
Aha. Yeah, I'm going to have to file that back piece down just a little bit. That's fine. It looks like it needs it anyways. There's a gate on it. Gray mold line.
I got the top left shoulder, I guess, but that's still not fitting exactly the way I want it. It's going to need a little more twiddling, but
yeah, the top left was weird for me too. It's like the worst of the two. It's going to need like filling and all that. Oh. Got the chunk. We got the chunk. Gotta have that chunk. Ow. Uh-oh. Did I put the tabs on the wrong direction?
What?
Nanny? I might have. Where are those little fuckers? Over here.
Of course, the other side. You love when you put one side on, the other side it pops off. Fuck.
Yep. I did it right. Did I do it right for all of them?
Come on. You've been playing nice all night. Okay. Go.
Come on now. Oh, yeah. So it appears that by sheer stroke of luck, I did this perfect. Because there is two directions you can put those plates in.
Which plates?
And I put the plates on the knees, right, for doing the custom mod, and I put all of the plates in the right direction. Just randomly. Doing it like hella fast. It is a little bit unhappy with the resin. It doesn't want to like perfectly fit in. That's okay. That's something that can be fixed. All right. I want to do a little show off.
All right, best piece is starting to annoy the shit out of me.
All right. Put the chisels back in the chisel drawer. Other tool homes. It goes beyond chisel discipline, my friend. You should have all discipline. File discipline.
Knife discipline.
Yeah. Just don't cut your thumb. Oops. Right, Tabby? Pencils. Pencil discipline. Nipper discipline.
Nipper discipline's a tough one.
Yep. Caliper discipline. Hey, what up, Jay? Foil seal on the new Gundam almost gave me a goddamn aneurysm. Yikes.
Boy.
Wow, so we're down to the head and the arms.
Head and the arms. And a little bit of backpack, too.
And then, yeah, a little bit of backpack and a weapon. You're a weapon, Harry. All right. And backpack, dude. Let me get tape brush. Bench brush. Bench brush. I've had this little dusting brush since I was 9. Still in great condition. All that garbage. Things out of the way here. Oh my goodness. Look at that beautiful thing. Look at that beautiful bean foot. Oh, Jay Santos, I hear you. I'm saving mine until my resin comes in, my resin upgrade for it. But yeah, I had the RG new. It's just right over there. I literally touched it a minute ago.
Don't touch it.
That sounds very frustrating, mate. Oh, I am pooped.
Oh, why did I do that?
I don't know. You did it, not me.
I touched something I shouldn't. Front chest piece just keeps wanting to pop off.
Do I have a turntable handy? I do.
I told you not to do that, Paul.
He's telling himself, folks, just in case you were curious. As everything is just pressure fit, except for that central part that I glued earlier tonight. Have to be super duper careful.
All right, there, I got the chuck together.
Ooh la la.
These little pieces still are not fitting.
Oh, it makes it look so much better.
Perfect. Exactly how
yeah, I know. Neither are mine. You can see here. There's like a weirdo. Nice. So is this one? There's like over here. There's a huge irregularity. Over here, there's another weird irregularity on the side.
Yeah. It's like they're this way a little, like kind of not lining up.
Like that. Right?
I don't have my chest here is like not pushed down into the ball, just because if I do that and then try to take it apart, it's gonna explode on me. But
this is that part I was talking about accidentally getting right.
Better lucky than good, right?
It's like got them all facing the same direction. And they're mirrored. So it means I got him right on all fronts. I feel really good about that. Let's hear it for luck today, everybody. Let's hear it for the luck. Cool, yeah. Got all the chunk. I kind of want to start. I'm going to start gluing those feet together. I think I'll clean up the side, the hover jets and stuff for the sides, and just get those things glued together so that they are just assembled. You know.
Yeah,
and,
I think I want to glue the toe, the bottom of the foot, and the main part of the foot all together, and probably that back heel piece, and then glue that whole. What would they call it? A nuclear reactor or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, that goes on the side or whatever.
Yeah, glue that all together, but leave it separate.
Yes, same here.
I think that's my plan for that.
That also is mine. He's talking about the part that goes in over here on the side. There's a whole housing that sticks out. Looks like a weird camera. Just had this little pull back here. Just this little box of parts. And then like the stuff for the head and the stuff for the arms and the weapon.
My chisel's back.
I'm gonna have to find a way to get one of those bazookas for it though, because I don't got one. Maybe I can buy one. Yeah, Manny, Pabby's rocking that wound ward all over the place. You need to step it up.
The resin one?
Mm-hmm.
It looks so good. Put the tools away. Yeah, pretty happy so far. So definitely the chest is the hardest, been the most challenging part.
Thus far, it has been.
Like the most.
I'm sorry. What were we saying?
No, go ahead. Most pieces that you have to like fiddle with to get them to fit how you want. I would say. It's all good though. If it wasn't challenging, it wouldn't be any fun, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's going to be a little bit challenging. You're dealing with resin, so it's always going to kind of be that way. What's up here?
Back in there. Where did I put my file brush? Brush file.
I see you're just resting there on top, eh?
Yeah. Did he slide a little?
Yeah, he's got to lean.
Got that, Cali lean.
Whoop. It's that fleur de lean.
I lean him like.
He's typical Florida man. What can I say?
He's got the lean.
And as I'm yawning up a storm, my dudes. Oh, your chest is lean, says Julio. We said that already. I'll just switch it back over to my face. And we'll wrap this bad boy up, ladies and gentlemen. That is my microphone. That's on my face, isn't it? Yes. Another day, another dollar. Except we didn't make any dollars today. Paulie did. You went to work though, so.
Oh, I did. Unfortunately. Well, fortunately and unfortunately. I don't want to say that now, but.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
It was a 3-day work week that felt, tomorrow including 3-day work week that felt like a 15-day work week.
Yeah, I bet. I had a work week a couple weeks back, and it was the same way.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure like getting back in the swing is tough. Like you go back to work, do you feel?
I went back to work for a handful of days and I'm done again. So who knows when I'll have work again. So
hopefully soon. You guys are in better shape than we are.
Oh, you mean like as a state? Yeah, that's as long as nobody travels here.
Yes. Well, especially from here.
Jack is right. Good luck with the storm. There's quite a tropical depression to max with the regular depression that's going along the East Coast right now. Yeah, so batten down the hatches. Make sure you stocked up on your liquor ahead of time and your smokes and your edibles. This is beast. You're absolutely right, man. This thing is awesome.
Yeah.
Bill says, just leaving work. I only lost 25 cents today, so it was a good day. Straight up. Hey, any landing you can walk away from is a good one. Pab says we got a storm here right now. Yeah, but it's the same one. Still stay safe. Those Midwest storms are freaking crazy. I lived there for 26 years. I know all about it. But yeah, this has been the show. This is the KotoKai Robo-Dojo. This is the Thursday Workbench edition. We've been doing this master grade Dom upgrade to the Dom Tropen produced by GKModels. Once again, we're doing this every Thursday. We do this step by step, going through bit by bit, show you all the ins and outs and all of our trials and tribulations throughout the whole thing. Thank you all for tuning in and hanging out with us this evening. It's a really good time, as always, to chat, hang out, and to just have a good Sunday, good Thursday night. I'm super tired. I'm sorry. But yeah, so thank you guys. Paul, where can the people find you, man?
Yeah, Gunpla Paul, Instagram, Twitter, here on YouTube. Releasing his Screamo album. Thank you. Very soon. It's coming.
That quarantine here.
This is the quarantine here, man. Yeah, sorry, it was a little quiet tonight. Tonight was probably a little more technical than some of the other pieces have been. For the most part, this thing's just been putting together. So Chess was a little more involved. So hopefully next week they'll be back to a little more banter. So thanks for hanging out, guys.
Yeah, and of course I'm Brian. I'm the Bro Builder. You can find me here on my YouTube channel, which you're already at. And then I'm a Bro Builder on Instagram, and my normal name Brian Dunclow on Twitter and on Facebook. So you guys can come find me there. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm happy to answer, and if I don't know it, I'm definitely going to turn you to my various group of super duper talented friends. So. Paul's dust off my iWatch. Hopefully I'll see you guys all next week. Stay safe, keep your ass dry, and protect your neck. Bye.
Night, guys.